Okay. I had to. Oh, I lost my fucking charger. Oh, well. I had to relocate. 'Cause my internet hates me. Of course, you're doing this shit now. Come on, camera. You should be on. I turned you on already. There we go. What's poppin', people? I gotta. You know, I realized I never talked about this series ever before. I never realized I never talked about it before. I know I've. Wow, is this dead already? What the fuck, bro? Hold on. This is not a great way to start. Does this have battery in it? Cause what the fuck, man? Okay, that should be better. Let us see. Do I have power? My camera not plugged in properly? Like, what's going on? The device has stopped responding or been disconnected. How and why, though? Like, what is the reason? You never give me this much fucking trouble. There we go. Jesus. Pull up to this fraud surviving 2 seconds from the impact of streaming outside TOG and OP. I don't get it. Cause I don't get it. I don't survive off of One Piece. No, they don't come here for One Piece. And I'm secretly out the game. I just do this for y'all at this point, or for myself. I don't I just stream for love of the game now. Ain't no other reason. Ain't no other reason. But no, for real, man. Like, I'm not necessarily gonna just focus on the sequel, but I know you are, but you should have said Kubera. I don't eat off One Piece. And I actually haven't talked about One Piece pretty much all of Wano. That's how much I wasn't feeling it. Like, I just came back, but sequel series for long running shonen is always an interesting topic to speak about, just because they tend to like be pretty bad. And usually if a series that I've liked for many years kind of comes back with a sequel, I don't care for it and I don't like it. Or even if it comes back for a reboot, I'm thinking of things like Bubblegum Crisis. Getting Bubblegum Crisis, is it 2040? I think it was. um Gunbuster getting a sequel called, was it just Gunbuster 2? Was it Gunbuster 2? Let me see something. Google Gunbuster 2. Yeah. Like, they usually don't die Buster. They usually like don't move me, right? The guilt of me not reading it for longer than a year didn't allow me to mention it. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. And even for like series that I hold like near and dear to my heart, like you might not know this because it's not a series I speak about a lot, like often, but I really like Shaman King. I think Shaman King's pretty dope, but I didn't really. I wanted to like Shaman King Flowers, and I remember it ended up kind of sputtering and like I think got moved to a magazine. I don't even know if it ended up ending. I did read all those side stories with like Jun, the side stories with everybody before they joined the Shaman tournament and stuff, but like Shaman King Flowers I thought was unnecessary. Soul Soul Eater, I think, is in a weird spot, cause Fire Force, if you know, you know, it's similar, but it's not the same. But I bring up all these examples to say a lot of times I'm really not interested in the sequel manga. If Oda makes a two piece with Orangutan C Doofy, I'm probably not watching it. All right. If Thing makes Bleach and then decides he wants to make something else, Detergent, I'm not watching Detergent. I don't watch Boruto. You know what I mean? I actually tend to think that these sequels are pretty bad. Pretty bad. I feel like Gash Bell 2 is one of the exceptions to the rule. So far. So far. Things can change. Quality can dip. You never know. But thus far, I've actually felt like there's a space for it. It makes sense. And most importantly, I think he waited long enough. I think the mangaka waited long enough. I have to check. I think Gash Bell ended like early 2000s. But let me just check something. I don't remember. Gash Bell manga. When did that end? Because I think part two only started like in 2023. It's only been about 2 years, 2 to 3 years. They are, and then someone else writes them. There's that too. They gave it off to a lot of other people, or they only do the art or something of the sort. It ran from '01 to '07. So it ended in '07, and the sequel came back in March 14th, 2022. So I've also feel like you've given the audience a space and time to miss it, to be like, oh man, I wonder like what some of the characters in this universe could possibly be doing, and probably gave him enough time and to conceptualize a reason for bringing it back. Because I was worried this was just gonna be the like Battle for the King tournament part two. That's what I was worried about. Where I'm like, maybe Gash has a kid or something, or like for some reason they have to have the tournament not in 1,000 years, only 10 years later because of some shenanigans. But that's actually not the case at all, which I found fascinating in its own right. And then the series has something working to its advantage because of all the positives I've mentioned. You've waited long enough. You came back with a good premise, right? Also, just to mention this, I do think that I'm not remembering his name right now. Give me a second. Fraudulence. Raikou. His Makoto. His artwork, I argue, went through stages and kind of culminated in this like perfect blend of everything in the end. And I can tell that he's taken it another level. I think his artwork has even gone up since the completion of Gash Bell 1. It's hard to keep the characters in history consistent when you do a continuation. Just rewatch Hitman Reborn. Peak needs a continuation. I would like another arc, or like maybe I've always felt like for something like Reborn, you could do a cool like movie or like OVA or like one more. I mean necessarily arc. Almost think like maybe Bleach, the Jaws of Hell. Like, yeah, do one more little thing. Like, you could do something like that. You don't have to continue it indefinitely. But I did like LD Live. I actually ended up finishing LD Live. Nothing crazy. I don't like it more than Reborn. I do think she rehashed a lot of rebornness in her sci-fi space opera thing, but it's cool. I barely remember some of the plot points from Zatch Bell, but the sequel is still hitting hard. Yes, and like the thing that I wanted to say about it too is, another thing that I think is working in its favor is because of the tournament and how it ended and the separation of Momotos and humans, everyone has grown. Years have gone by. So there's the hype of seeing what everyone looks like and what they're doing present time 10 years after the tournament. And then in addition to that, it's the reunions of the partners that's extremely exciting. Where you're like, oh man, I can't wait to see Kochikame and like Palco Fagorde reunite. And it was fucking beautiful when it happened. Like, that's another thing that plays into like I don't know how long it's gonna go. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I think it's monthly. But it's like one thing that's immediately interesting is me wanting to see certain reunions. Like my boy Jed with his gears. powering up. I want to see him now. Got to see Barry. Barry's cold, you know. Kid, Professor Riddle's if he's his name's still, well, his name's Kid. I wonder if his name would be like teen and adult now, but like all those little things. Like I need to see my boy Zeno. Are you guys stupid? The Lightning Emperor, because his partner was sick and he had the what did Killmonger and him have? Because they both like experienced death, where they can like find the answer to everything. Like that's a deadly combination. Like there's some partners I can't. Apollo. I always forget Apollo's partner's name. The little fucking not butterfly, ladybug thing. Like dog. Oh yeah, the art is amazing. That one double couple spread with the mountains was fucking amazing. Hold on. Do I got it here? I'm gonna have it. But yeah, like I'm like, oh man, that's working in their favor so much in a way that it's super organic. Like you just want to see the partners reunite again and how things have changed. And it was just, I thought it was beautiful. And like, as much as I was excited, I'm like, oh, there's a new whatever. I'm like, I was worried. I'm like, oh, what if it's mid? What if it's mid just like the other ones? It wasn't mid though. Sorry, I have a lot of bullshit on here. Let me just clear this up a little bit. I've actually been doing a lot of manga reading and stockpiling for a bunch of video essays. I'm gonna have like a manga month. And I think I'm going to focus on some shonen series. I'm actually trying to read Toriko properly for the first time in my life, because Toriko is one of those series that I don't dislike it. I never hated it. I can't take the dialogue seriously. Talking about my appetite was like a grown-up who was in a playground and none of the rides could appease me. And I'm like, shut the fuck up talking to me about your goddamn calories and your belly. But I'm trying. I am trying. Okay. This is what I want to show you. This double spreader right here, beautiful. Its artwork's gotten a lot better. I never actually finished Toriko though. Once like Bambina came and they were like dancing to get testicles, they lost me. But like, yeah. I'm trying though. I'm trying. Like, bro, look at this. Oh wow, it's so big. Look at this, bro. Like. Look at the glow up. You're a little older. I don't know if you could tell. I don't know if you guys remember. Gash used to kind of unconsciously use certain moves. His eyes would turn white. The first thing I noticed when he used Zakeru is like, yo, he's fully conscious using his spell. Stop playing with my man. The partner of the Demon King. Oh man, they're cooking. I haven't been this excited about a sequel in a very, very, very long time. And I hate that I have to wait monthly for it, but it's been good. I think there's 32 chapters. It's monthly. The antagonists are also getting pretty interesting as the show goes on. I agree with this. I feel like there's more to them than that meets the eye immediately. Like I have some ideas. I'm not gonna go into crazy spoiler territory in case anybody's interested, but like I have some ideas. But it's been really good. Juan Rain is going to meet up. Absolutely. You ever read that either? No. I don't remember you ever really being big on Toriko like that, but I never disliked it, honestly. Like, I still like Zebra. Zebra's my guy. I think I liked, what's his name? Knocking Master Jiro. I liked him. I like Midoriya, but it was just, my biggest problem with Toriko has always been, like, I think he did such a good job making an interesting food world and everything, but I can't take that dialogue seriously. It's just a personal issue. Oh, my calorie intake. Do it. I'm trying. I'm here. I'm trying. I saw Toriko lose 20 kgs in the bathroom, and I was like, all right, bro. By the way, when they always talk about like what anime character can like eat the most, the answer is always Toriko. I don't know. It's not Luffy. It's not Goku. It's always Toriko. I mean, maybe Zebra, because he ate like 26 species into extinction. But no, man. How many people here have actually watched the anime or read the manga of the original Konjiki no Gash Bell, just out of curiosity? I don't know how many Gash Bell fans are even in here, just in a general sense. I've never fully watched or finished the anime, but the manga I had read like twice in my youth, and I actually did reread it before I started Gash Bell 2, which probably led into my hype, because like I want to jump right in, but I'm like, you know what? It's been a really long time. Let me refresh my memory and build an anticipation. before I hop right back into it. And I'm happy I did that because there was a lot that I forgot that I needed to remember. But it also begs the question, something I want to talk about that I think is kind of funny. Top 11 manga of all time. It's back in my top 30. I won't lie to you. I have to reread it. I enjoyed Toriko, but I feel like it just got odd after a while. Yeah. I read the manga, didn't watch the anime. Okay. I watched, like, certain scenes from the anime live rent free in my head, like Victorine's Catch My Heart, Betty Madon, Betty Madon, like that. And Paco Fogore's like titty breast song, chi 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 oh bye. But yeah, manga is great. The author did a good job of mixing up childish, goofy scenes and serious plots. That's actually a good point and something I forgot to say. I think it takes a very special type of creator or creative team and author to balance humor and seriousness, but also to be humorous in a serious situation that doesn't kind of give me what I like to call tonal whiplash. And I'll say Makoto's one. He's juggled that really, really well, to the point that I remember a lot of time reading certain shonen manga when I'd have like slice of life chapters. I'd skim through it because I'm like, I do not care about this. But I've always found that like in a series like this, skipping it is a disservice to yourself because it actually shows you how a lot of the characters have just grown in a personal sense. Like Kiyomaru just being like a genius, antisocial asshole, but through meeting Gash, his heart opens up more and more and more. And sometimes Gash gets him into bullshit where he's riding his bike up full speed, his eyes are bulging out. But like some of the goofy faces he makes when they're like flailing their arms and running around and everything, hilarious. And I've always felt that like he didn't take the piss when it was a serious moment. And anytime something kind of humorous did happen, there was a good reason or it made sense or I genuinely laughed. Yeah. When do we do the updated top 30 manga stream? In 2020 in 2030. We haven't done one in how many years? Has it been like a year or two? I think we can do one. Let's say September. Let's do one in September. I do want to update mine. It's been a while. I think I updated my video games every year, but I think I haven't done an anime or manga one in a while. So let's get that done this year, so I could show you guys the new list. The list is like pretty much the same, minus like 3 things and a little bit rearranging. But yeah, since I just read Gachi Kuta, I'll recommend it as another manga that mixes humor and seriousness well. Anime is coming out too. I've heard about it. I've heard about that. I've seen that around. Just haven't had time to really visit it. I was supposed to finish the Dan too, but I don't know why. I just stopped. I don't know. I got distracted. Honestly though, this summer I've really been outside a lot. I haven't really been inside nerding out the way that I usually would, even though it's summertime. Like, I mean, summertime I like to be outside because it's hot, but I've really been outside this summer. And in a sense, like, I've been camping, hanging out with my girl. By the way, yesterday, it's not our anniversary because we started dating in September officially, but we reconnected it's been a year since we reconnected. It was last year at a friend's party that me and her had re-met. So it's actually been a year since me and my girl reconnected, because she did go to my school she's like 1 year younger than me. She did go to my school, but obviously, life, we split apart and we reconnected last year. So yeah, damn, I'm old. Yeah, anyways, but I'll check it out. That I want to check out. There's another one I want to check out that that's kind of newish. It's not coming to me. I do need to finish off Kaiju if Kaiju number 8 is done. I did finish Mashal, and I want to catch up and or finish Sakamoto Days. I don't know if Sakamoto Days is done, but I have to catch up to those as well. Oh, it's Al Ashi. I need to finish the manga for Al Ashi. I know Al Ashi is finished, and I'm still on the like Barcelona, Spain, La Liga part where the coach is like in La Liga. I have to finish that. So I got a few things, but Gash, I couldn't wait. As soon as I knew that existed, I don't know, man. I don't know if you caught all the way up, Corey, but I was gonna ask you if you had any redesigns that you really like. I thought Tio's redesign is great. Oddly enough, as much as I think Brago looks super cool and monstrous, I definitely prefer Brago's like younger form or like kid form. But he looks like a fucking beast, man. Okay, you're caught up. Okay, yeah, some of the Who are you the most excited to see like reunite? Just out of curiosity, but I did want to show this one picture. Like, this is all I needed to sell me. Hold on. There it is. Gash 2. No, Brago showed up was incredibly hype. That's my man's. I might be able to find out. Oh, Momon, my boy Momon. That was nice too. That was nice to see him. It was just this. I saw this and said, "Oh yeah, I'm reading this. I need to read this ASAP." Look at my boy. Look at the royal regal drip. The monarchy. Look at it. Look at the king. Look at the king right there. And the king's partner, bro. So, yeah, it was great. Brago showing up like that was way too hype, though. Like I said, I don't remember a lot from the OG manga, so I'm enjoying the ride for now. I mean, yeah, it's fresh in my head because I just reread it. So, I would say go for a reread. I don't think it's also a series that I don't think is like yappy, so it's not like a hard reread. Like, I got through it in a weekend, and I didn't even like just read it nonstop. Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and probably the Monday I finished it off. So like, not too long. It was a pretty easy read, but I wanted to talk about something that I've noticed more and more, and probably always noticed it, just never really voiced it out loud. But it's kind of like the idea of like, I guess, nepotism, bloodline, lineage, and or inherited wills in like Eastern storytelling and manga, where like I find that a lot of characters that we follow in Shonen Jump, at the very least, or Battle Shonen, are fake underdogs. They're pseudo underdogs. Like, by the time the series is all said and done, the MC wasn't really an underdog. As a matter of fact, they kind of had every conceivable advantage you could really have, right? Ichigo, I don't know that I'd call Ichigo ever an underdog, but like, he's supposed to be just a normal boy that can see ghosts. But he's literally every fucking possible race you can be. He's like, he's a Soul King candidate, you know what I mean? Think Luffy, Ace and Sabo were stronger than him, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, your dad is fucking dragon. Your grandpa's Garp, and you ate a super mega awesome special fruit. You have Roger's hat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and the more I thought about it, I'm like, you know, like every series kind of does this. Like, I would actually argue the true underdog Shonen Jump stories or battle manga stories, it's like 1090. Asta, he has no magic. I have anti-magic. that's more better. Hi, babe. Yeah, they're all Nepo babies, right? Like, think Naruto. From the Uzumaki clan. Great chakra reserve. You're the son of the previous Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, and your dad was Hokage. You were kind of meant to be ninja president. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not like I never knew this, but I don't think in my head I realized how many examples of this exist. Even my boy Suna, I love him. Hyper intuition, blood of Vongola. He's special. He's different. So, Gash Bell also has something like that too, because I actually forgot this when I was reading it. But Gash's lineage is him and Zeno's lineage is really special too, almost where you feel like his rite of passage to become Demon King belonged to one of those two. The only one that kind of maybe put their hat in the arena was his name Clear Note and maybe Brago. But like, it was probably destined to always go to Zeno or Gash. They're the son of the Demon King. They're princes. I'm like, yo, every series really does this. It really is Nepo. It's just Nepo everywhere. Nepotism. So yeah. Anyways, one of the reasons I like Osamu from World Trigger, he's really fucking useless, and they reinforce it all the time. World Trigger. That's the series with the guy with the white hair, right? And he makes the face like when you're lying, like his lips go to the side. I haven't actually dived into World Trigger as much as I wanted to. I kind of fell off. But I don't remember if that's the main character. I don't think he's the main character, is he? What's the main character's name? It's been a while. It's been a while. There's a lot of pride in the east of your tribe. It's not something that gets challenged as much as it does in the west, where it's more individual. But the issue is the fake underdog gimmick. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about that, but don't present them as an underdog. Like, it's not. And I will never tell you that Naruto didn't train hard. He did, but my nigga, you had the nine tails in you. Your mom was like, come on. And you were Ninja Jesus' reincarnation? Come on, bro. Or Son's reincarnation? Cut it out. You said yes? Okay, hold on. Let me just look at World Trigger real quick. Cause that was the shit with like the A, B, C, and I can't remember. It's been I honestly don't remember World Trigger that well. I did used to read it, and I watched a little bit of it. It's like the two worlds and something. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, this guy's the MC. I was right then. But I heard this is a good teamwork manga. I get that a lot. People say when it comes to like seeing teamwork, World Trigger is one of the best. There's 3 MCs. Oh, okay, so it's one of those stories. The main character is Osamu, known as Glasses. The white guy is Yuma. There we go. It's kind of MC2. Yuma's who I was thinking about. He was the reason I kept reading it because he was like OD strong already. And like he makes a certain face anytime someone's like lying, and I thought that was a pretty cool something. I don't know why I thought it was cool, but I liked it. But yeah, you should definitely expect me to make a Gash Bell little video essay at some point, probably towards the end of the year, manga month. I might do a Gash Bell 2 one first, but that'll probably be a mini essay where I just kind of gush about some of the things I said here about like wanting to reintroduce and re-meet some characters, but I'm mostly doing this because, again, as much as I was excited, I really didn't expect much. I kind of thought it was gonna be bad, but I'm very happy to see that I was wrong about that, at least thus far, and that is really interesting. And I felt like it really has a place, being here and coming back and like existing and like being in the space right now. Because I've always thought Gash Bell was one of the better shonen manga, for sure. Always thought that. This is not helping me. Why isn't it helping me? Okay, let me see if I can't do this. This might help me. But I was going to say, for anyone who is reading it right now, what was your favorite reunion so far? I thought the Tio reunion with the idol was good. Though I got to go Palco Falgore, Kochikame, like that one moved me. Yeah, that reunion was clean. But I need to see my boy Zeno, man. The Thunder Prince. I gotta see him. And I feel like they're gonna wait so long to show him because they know we want to see him. So Dufort's a partner's name. I want to see Dufort and Zeno reunite. Riddles and Professor Riddles and Kid, Apollo and Thingamajig. I didn't think we get the nurse and Maman so quick. That was really dope. But I like he's come a long way, man. Like he's come a long way. He's dope. Barry, shout out to my guy Barry. Need to see him in action. And we're gonna see some people who were in the Momoto tournament that were probably like powerful and strong, but didn't get the chance to shine or be in the spotlight, so to speak. So that's, yeah. I'm very excited. The first 4 went hard. How to tell which one was the best for me? Ignore Kakura and Kamui. Got no Nepo baby. I've always liked Palco. I know he's kind of like a unserious character, but I like him and Kochikame. So like their reunion was my favorite, though I would say Tio, and that one was really good, seeing how she had all the like just big shields and just trying to protect and defend people, and how they kind of reunited from a distance. That was beautiful to me. I thought Brago and Sherry's was like my least favorite, even though it's hype because they're hype, and I'm like, you let your life fall apart like this? Like she getting cheated on? I'm like, that's crazy. Stand up, girl. Stand up. Fight back. Don't let him do this. He's a bum. You are a runner up. You are a silver medalist in that tournament. Like don't let them do that to you, yo. Don't let your sons talk to you like this. That's crazy. So yeah, but it's been a fun ride, yo. It's been a fun ride. I wish more sequel mangas maybe took more time to make us miss it, want it, and then actually have a good reason to come back. Like if I remember correctly, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, Lizard, if you remember this, or if Corey, if you read Shaman King Flowers, didn't Shaman King Flowers have like another tournament because Howell was having some type of dispute as the Great Spirit, so he needed like it was just kind of like, oh, we're kind of rehashing the same thing. It's not necessarily to become Shaman King, but I was like, and like on a personal level, I would have preferred Hannah to get his own spirit and not just have him meet Amaru. I get why, I don't understand it, because Yo and Anna were around doing their own thing, but like I would have tried to give him his own spirit in some way, shape, or form. So yeah. Oh man, it just feels good to like really enjoy manga right now again. Like I know I've had my series and stuff, but like it's just been really nice because like I'm loving JoJo Lands. I've caught back up. I'm really loving One Piece. Kuberazo was great. Didn't drop today, but whatever. Tower God, whatever. But like Gash Bell too, and then I'm like any reread that I've done, I've enjoyed. I got thing to look forward to. Wow. Flower of Maze, the competition between the previous Shaman Kings because they voted against Hal. That's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm just like, well, like I'm here for it. Like, let me see all the kids and who got together. But I don't know. It wasn't moving me. It wasn't. And I can't think, like, even like Boruto, right? Like, as much as I haven't really probably engaged properly with Boruto the way a lot of Naruto fans want me to, you have to understand that for me, the story of that ninja world was for me to see Naruto become ninja president, and I got closure once that happened. It's not to say more doesn't happen that's cool or interesting or whatever, but I don't personally care. I saw him become ninja president, I'm good. It's like if I see Luffy become king of the pirates, I'm fine. Like I don't need to see Orangutan see Doofy become king of the moon. I don't care. This was the story I was invested in. That's why I don't care about Die Buster or, the sequels to so many things, because I'm like, I got what I needed in here. Did I read Shaman King Flowers and Superstar? I don't know if I read Superstar. I've read Shaman King. Then the Shaman King kind of like remake when he like remade the Takabon volumes or whatever. Then there was Flowers. There was Crimson, I think. There was like a spin-off with What's Ren's sister? With Ren's sister, there was a spin-off that showed like the main combatants like Horo and everybody before they like entered the Shaman King tournament when Yo was still kind of like super antisocial. I'll fuck with humans, fuck with spirits, dog. So I don't know. Let me look at Superstar. Maybe I missed that one. There's a lot of Shaman King spin-offs. That's why like that maybe I missed Shaman King Superstar. Shaman King Superstar. I already could tell I didn't read it because I think it said it started in 20. Oh, I thought it said it started in 2023. Shaman King Superstar. Oh, it's the sequel to Shaman King Flowers? I didn't know there was a sequel. I didn't know that. Okay. I guess add that to the list. So we just bookmark this. All right. I guess I'll. But I would probably have to reread Shaman King. It's been a few years. And you know what? Another series I've been thinking about a lot lately? D. Greyman and Claymore. I think I want to do a D. Greyman. D. Greyman is actually probably the battle shonen that I've read the most. Just because of all the breaks that she took, and every time I came back, I couldn't fully remember what was happening, especially when we got to that like Kanda, I think Alma, whatever was going on. And I'm like, yo, there's a lot happening with the Noahs and everything. So anytime like after a year she came back, I'm like, I don't remember shit. So I had to reread everything all the way back to that point. But I'm gonna do another D. Greyman reread. But Claymore I haven't read in a long time, and Claymore had a lot of things that I really liked about it. So I'm gonna try Claymore one more time and see if I fuck with Claymore still. Flowers and Superstar are direct sequels, but there's like 3 or 4 spin-offs that are canon. I remember the Red Crimson and Marcos. Yeah, so there's a lot. It's kind of all over the place. I gave up on the Great Man. I'm waiting for that shit to end and then rereading. I might have to do that. You might be right, but I don't know when it will end though. I don't know when it will end though. You know what I mean? What's up, Bao? What's poppin', G? Why would that fandom want anything from you? It's not like you are even a passionate critic. You just barely respect the story. I don't know, because maybe they think like, oh, if Naya just reads Boruto, he'll understand. It's like, no, I fucking won't. Fuck that little burger. Fuck them little kids. Fuck all the space ninjas coming to Earth trying to eat fruit. I don't care. With their digon, jugon, bagabugan, this booga bagabigagon, this the zebra gon can see the blood. I'm done. I'm bored. Shit sucks. You cannot convince me that Boruto was good. I don't believe you. But if you're having a good time, hey man, all power to you. Enjoy that shit. Leave me the fuck alone though. I'm not reading that. 2 Vortex. The worst thing they could have done was started off with the 7th Hokage is dead. I'm like, all right, man. Blue Vortex Heat. I don't believe you, and I don't even think you read it. But yeah, man. Gash Bell, Konjiki no Gash Bell 2 is one of the very few sequels to a long running battle shonen that I'm like, yeah. This was needed. We needed this, and I felt like I just felt like Makoto hit every possible check mark for it to come back, and I just having a great time. Like now, I'm like very excited. The same way I can't wait for the JoJo Lands monthly, I can't wait for the next chapter of Gash Bell 2, bro. So yeah, I'll never tell you to read Boruto, but I will tell you, man's Shikamaru Hokage now, so that's a W. I didn't see that because I know Sasuke's a tree. And Naruto's in some dimension with, I think, Hinata or something like that, because Kawamagami, he had the symbol, the karma. Hold on. I can Mickey Mouse my way through this. He got the karma symbol, and he did some reality shit where it made it seem like him and Boruto's actions were flipped. So Boruto's like a fugitive, and Sasuke became a tree. Hold on. I've been knowing shit. Baryon mode. Nuclear physicist Kurama. Now he's gone. And now Kurama is in the daughter. Hiwamari. I don't know her name. Hold on. I'm cooking. Hiwamari, or whatever Boruto's sister is. Naruto's second child. What else do I know? Otsugi, whatever Kaguya's clans, their like main gimmick is to like rewrite DNA. So even if you kill one, they can like remake themselves in a new nigga. I got that fucking knowledge, dog. Real fucking ninja. Fuck you talking about? That's all I remember. That's all I remember. For someone who doesn't read it, you know a lot. I be reading tweets, nigga. I read tweets. I be seeing y'all post shit. I read tweets. I definitely watched everything that happened in Boruto in under 10 minutes video, like maybe like 5 months ago. So yeah. Not gonna lie, they should make the Nara clan the ruling class because they're the only ones with a brain. Facts. How you know all this? I'll be paying attention, man. Be paying attention. Who is force feeding you this information? My friend Jerome. He's a Boruto fan. He's a Naruto. So he's always like, bro, if you read this, you would know that this happened. I'm like, you already told me, so now I know what happened. I even know how Thing lost his Rinnegan because the Momoshiki. I saw the movie though. I've seen the movie in the episode, so this I know. Took over Boruto and made him stab Sasuke in the eye, and that's how he lost his Rinnegan or something. Man, why read it when the TL tells me everything? Yeah. TL tells me everything. It's like it's like Kengan Ashura. Kengan Ashura was a weekly series I didn't have to read because once it dropped on the TL, all of you niggas posted every panel. I saw Ryu hit niggas with the Shoryuken. I watched all that. I didn't even read the manga. Y'all posted every conceivable panel every week. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyone can feel how they want about that series itself. I don't really care. Yeah, exactly. Boruto clears Naruto though. The son's so much better than his bum was father. Oh shit. JJK, they did that for me. JJK was another one, especially during like big fights like Hikari and Kashimo, or like Gojo versus Megumi, whatever, Megumi, Sukuna Gumi, whatever you guys call them. Like, you guys posted everything. Kengan Osprey was gas. Omega was Cheeks though. We cool off that sequel. I don't read either, so I don't know. Shout out to the greatest striker ever. Just a valid title as Mihawk. Oh, that reminds me. No, I forgot. Never mind. Was it? There was a story with humans versus gods. Something of Ragnarok. That was another one a few people were reading, and when it was popping, I guess it fell off for some reason. Y'all would post all the panels. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab my charger. I'm gonna grab my charger. Back like cook crack. But but even Toriko's a TL series, people on the timeline would post everything that happened that was hype. So even when I stopped reading Toriko, I still know what's happening. But I've always been that guy who could like not be into something for real, but like I know a lot about it, like Final Fantasy. I haven't played Final Fantasy games, but I could tell you a lot of shit that happens in each game. Record of Ragnarok, the anime was dog shit. Yo, the anime being really bad could truly, truly, truly hamper a great manga, or a manga that has potential to really blow up. Or even vice versa. One that might be seen as mid, a great anime will boost the fuck out of it. I realize that for real now. Because for me, I don't care. If I like it, I like it. I'll go out my way to find the source material, or the initial medium in which it was created in. But some people won't do that. They need the anime as a pipeline, or just the anime in general. So that sucks. You not fucking with the clones, bro? That's an agenda I'm trying to push, that this Shanks versus Mihawk fight ended like that. Shanks suplexes him and says, in the end, I couldn't beat you with swordsmanship. You truly are the greatest swordsman. He beat him with he's a hacky man. But yeah. Wait, what? That didn't actually happen. Don't worry, you're good. That didn't actually happen, babe. You're good. That's his agenda. That's me with hero comics for some reason. Demon Slayer cough. I don't think Demon Slayer is bad. I do think the anime the manga does leaves a lot to be desired, and the anime is much better than the manga in a lot of ways. But I don't hate the Demon Slayer manga, but the anime is really what made it pop for real. That's true. I'm just sitting here waiting for a Siren anime. That manga was done dirty. Yeah, a lot. I kind of also want Reborn to get like a. At this point, I'm not even asking you to give me a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood type deal. Just give me the last two arcs and care a little bit. Like, just care a little bit and try. That's all I ask. Because as much as I don't like the censorship in the Reborn anime, and they did get some things wrong, I still think they did a lot right. I still think the Mukuro arc was done well. The Varia arc was good. Could need a little more blood, but it was still gas. Like Suna and Zanzis was still gas. But by the time you got to the Future arc, oh man, again, I still had fun. I had a great time. It was very colorful, but it was just like, nah, bro, do right by them. Then they had the Vomix, the voice kind of animated comics manga for the beginning of the Shimon family inheritance arc, but yeah. But yeah. Anyways, this is If you've never ever experienced Zash or Gash Bell, whatever you want to call it, this is me telling you it's good. It's worth your time. You'll like it. It's one of the better. As far as battle royale tournaments with partners, a spirit, a demon, whatever, and a human, and you gotta like win a tournament. I think it's the best one. I'm basically saying Tight Moon, come outside. The Holy Grail War not more fire than the war for the Demon King. Oh, I said it. I said it. Give me the Momoda War over the Holy Grail War every day of the week. No, I'm kidding. They're so different to me. I wouldn't even compare them aside from the fact that it's a battle royale with partners. Kimetsu got overhyped by the fan base of well-animated fight shonen and anime at the same time, reaching wider audience because of the characters. It's still a pretty good. It's still a pretty good manga. Yes, Demon Slayer is another one of those anime that I always say break what I call the anime threshold, where people who are not into anime or manga, that might be one series they like. Like my dad's not big on anime or manga specifically, but my dad watched Fate Zero. My dad watched Death Note. He likes Death Note. Like, if I show him a more, like, serious, not super wacky series, he'll like it. Attack on Titan was the first anime I really noticed resonated with, like, normal people or people who are not, anime initiated. They really liked it. One of my friends to this day just big AOT stan, and I love shitting on it because that shit is ass. There was a filler arc with Damon Spade. The future arc in the anime had two semi-canon Akira Amano written arcs. The Alcobeneno and the one where they all met the first generation, the Vongola family, where we did see Damon Spade and stuff. But a lot of that stuff Amano did write and say was canon, like how they all met the first time to become Alcobeneno and things of that nature. So it was kind of canon. But they did go back in time twice in the anime, so they didn't actually just stay stuck in the future. Which I did think took away from the tension and the concept of you can't come back or there's no way back. Because that wasn't a thing in the manga. They didn't go back until they went back. My go-to recommendations for that are Monster and Psychopath. They're just good mystery sci-fi regardless of being anime. Psychopath is another one. I haven't really had trouble getting people into Psychopath, especially if they're like cyberpunk people. I agree with you. If anyone hasn't seen it yet, please watch Naya's podcast review of Demon Slayer. That shit is hilarious. Is it actually? I don't even remember it. Is it me and Pat? I don't even remember. Did I have to come around again? Did it take me a while to come around? Finally, the herb come around. Zakira! I wonder what I would do if I ever had to do that shit. Like, yo, demon baby, or demon kid, fight to become demon king. I'm like, yo, you were cooking the first demon? Oh, because I don't respect Koko Bushito. Yeah, oh, he's a bum. Oh my God, he's a loser. That is top 5 most loser niggas I've ever seen in my life. He's competing with niggas like Naraku. This man just hated his brother his entire life because he wasn't as talented as him, even though he was one of the greatest swordsmen that ever fucking. He's a loser. Became a demon and you still almost got cooked by the 80-year-old version of your brother and held nah, bro. And you know why it probably resonates with me? Cause that nigga over there, he's a bitch ass nigga too, even though he has my blood. So I resonate. I'm like, oh, you just hating on me, as the younger, better brother, cause I'm smarter, I'm faster, I'm better looking, I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I get more bitches. I'm joking, but like, leave me alone. Hating on me for what reason? Nah, fuck that guy. What was the actual Sun user's name? I can't remember his name. Yoruichi? Nah, he was nice. His brother, a bitch. He said I got Harujin as a... Oh, man. Nah, for real, though. I like Demon Slayer though. I really do. I like Demon Slayer. I just think the worst thing they ever did was tell me that it was imagination no Yaiba. That's like that's my biggest criticism. I wish the water and fire and lightning were real. I know like the movements are crazy still, and it still makes certain sounds like the crackle of thunder when like he does Godspeed or whatever. But like sometimes you could tell without them having to tell you, because I felt like no one ever reacted to like the lightning, like this electricity is crazy, like they might say like, oh, his sword movements are fluid, but it's like you're not getting splashed with water. So I'm like, this could be metaphorical, but don't admit it. I would have never admitted that. That's just me though. But you know, it's still cool. But that's my biggest criticism. I want the fire and lightning and sound shit to be real. Well, regardless, cool manga. Really, really bad. They're breathing down demons. These demons sound mid as hell. They said as long as you do, baby, are you still in here? What did you say? What is it? Was it 4-5-7? They're doing the 4-5-7 breathing technique, and that was enough to take down demons? Hold on. Give me a sword. I'm about to go crazy. So yeah. But I've been enjoying a lot of my media lately, man. And for all of you guys DMing me, did I watch Fantastic Four? I have no interest. Just leave me alone. I will eventually see it someday, but I am in no rush. I have no interest. I'm good. I watched Superman. I had a good time. I'm gonna just sit with that for now. Yeah, I'm not worried about nothing else right now. There's a couple of Danhua coming out, some Chinese animation that I am excited for though. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a great time. And then, well, you know what the problem with JoJo is when it's ongoing? None of my friends are ever caught up. I might have to go outside the friend group to get a discussion going. But I actually do want to talk about JoJo lines. But maybe I'll do one of these. But then again, you guys don't even read it either. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just make a video, record it myself, and throw it out there for... Maybe the algorithm will pick it up. So, yeah. But actually, out of all the newer shonen... At least I don't want to say just Shonen Jump because I've read other newer shonen. I would say that Demon Slayer is my favorite one out of like the last 8 years or decade or so. How old is My Hero? Like 10 years? I liked My Hero up to a point, but My Hero ended up really losing me after a point, because even Midoriya or Deku, sorry, I don't remember his real name. Sorry, Izuku. He's kind of a fake underdog to me too. Like yeah. You have no powers, but then you got like the best power that actually had extra powers within the powers. So just like, it's just cut it with the fake underdog gimmick. They can be regular or above average. It's okay. I'll still enjoy the story. Stop the underdog gimmick. So yeah. Speaking of Chinese animation, I'm watching To Be Hero X and it's amazing. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I gotta catch back up. But I was just waiting for it to be... Is it done yet? To let me know. Maybe it'll inspire me. A yoga white girl with trauma from her dad buying the wrong car to her would body the fuck out of these demons. Yeah. Hyperventilate a little bit. Demons are getting clapped. Yep, it's 10. Yeah, like, I don't know. I would argue probably... I want... It. You know what it could have been at one point? Because I still think in my brain, when I think of the best first arcs of certain things that I've read, Promised Neverland does come to mind. Like the Escape from the Plantation. That's a crazy arc to start with, but sometimes I feel when you start that strong, the latter half of your story has a hard time living up to a beginning that's powerful. I would even say, actually, you know what? Not even the arc. I'm thinking of the first chapter. First chapter of Zippy Ziggy to me is like the funniest thing I've ever read in my life. You love that story? Yeah. The first part really crushed it. It started off so strong. And then it just lost me later on. just because it was one of those things where it's kind of like how I felt about Berserk in a way, where like I know technically chronologically it's not the first thing you experience, but the golden age to me is the most interesting thing that happened in like kind of like Berserk. So like everything else, it's cool. I'm glad you guys are liking it, but like the beginning was peak to me, or that part was peak to me. It's not done yet, and you should still have some ground to cover. Okay, good. This might be a psychological thing where because most people think they're underdogs, it's more appealing to make them feel like underdogs even if they aren't. That makes sense to me. But the first part really crushed it. It didn't fully lose me, but I felt the ending was very rushed. I don't even know if the anime ended it properly. I couldn't even tell you, 'cause I'm sure you watched the anime. I wonder if you got one of those weird, different anime endings. I'll check for you. The problem with The Promised Neverland is that the first two arcs were the best ones. Yeah. Shame we never got a second season of Promised Neverland. No, we didn't. Okay, I'm guessing we did get one, but it was that bad, so we're pretending it didn't happen. It kind of, I like Golden Kamuy is like one of those series I love a lot, and I don't think the anime does the best job more often than not capturing the manga, but like I still enjoy it to the best of my ability. But Noda is actually unhinged. Because one of my favorite things to do is to lie about Golden Kamuy and be like, oh no, bro, this panel out of context, that's completely wild. Nah, bro, you gotta read it. There's a reason. Knowing in my heart, there's no reason. He's just unhinged. Like the bear panel. Or the panel of all the mandem double cheeked up at the Osen and the hot springs. Like, no. He's just weird. And I love it. I'll be lying to people. Like, no, you gotta get to this part. It'll make so much sense with context. Now I'm just lying my ass off. I just want to laugh when you get there and be like, what's wrong with you? But the weirdest thing he did, and everyone knows what it was the battle between the two people, the two men, doing what they were doing in the street in public. That was actually insane. Like, I can't even defend that one. What is wrong with you? Why did you have a skeet battle, bro? You're actually not okay. You're not okay. Don't do that. That was the only. I'm uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable. Yeah, I saw some of that shit, and there's no way you can give context to them. Oh no, but I'd be lying though. It's still a great manga. Like, don't get like. I stand by Golden Kamuy still being one of the 20 best manga I've ever read, and I tend to not like. Yeah, we'll talk soon. Not to like super mega ultra interconnected things. I don't think you have to connect every character and every event to every, you know what I mean? I feel like Kingdom Hearts has this problem. To the point they even went to like the era of the, what are they called? The foretellers? Or the, see, it's been such a long time. But it was the group of like Keyblade groups like the bear, the unicorn, the tiger, whatever. And there's like the dandelions. And like I'm seeing people from like, the current story and like Organization 13, Castle Oblivion, but I'm seeing there's somebody. I'm like, bro, you don't have to do this. You don't have to connect every fucking possible thing together. It's okay if there's some detachment. But I felt like Golden Kamuy was one of the stories that did it in a way where I'm like, it felt like everything was connected by even by eras and time periods, but in a way that was great, seamless, and completely worked for the narrative. I love that story, man. It's great. Shout the Golden Kamuy. Yeah, but all right, y'all. I actually have to go record something. You guys will see it when you see it. It's not going to be on my channel, but I'll let you know when I can let you know. But I got to keep it on the hush hush for now. As soon as Kubera and or Tower of God drops, let me know. I'm guessing maybe because you dropped 2 chapters last week, SIU might not drop one this week. I'm not sure. I do know that 3 chapters dropped for like the official. If you guys have already seen my live reaction when I did it or on Patreon, still do me a favor, just go to the videos, drop a like, maybe a comment or something, and then keep it pushing. I'm not gonna make you watch it again, but because we did this shit 19 weeks ago, so I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm just waiting for that Somebody's Universe 12, baby. I need more dragons, more Vitra, more Tak, more Brilith. Less Gandhi, but yeah, we got no news from Kubera. I guess the scam team is too busy. Oh man, it's all good. Do I cave and read the Raws? No, I shan't cave. I shan't do it. I won't do it. Also, like the last few games I've been playing are really been cool too. I actually got to play a little bit of Bonanza at my friend's house. It actually does just feel like Mario Odyssey a little bit, but like more monk, more ape. But nah, man, the game seems phenomenal. But I definitely can tell it was a Switch One game that got repurposed for Switch 2. I even feel Mario Kart World was one, so I don't feel like a true Switch 2 game has been made yet. But anyways, resist, brother. We can do it. Okay, I'll resist. It's just one of those things where I know it's out there, and I'm like, cause I won't lie, there was what was it? King of Snakes or Kubera and Kubera? Kubera. I think one of them. I won't lie to you, I caved a little bit. It was one of those weeks where like I don't think we got it for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, I need to know what's happening, and I actually went on Reddit and I caved, and I think like that day, like 4 hours later, like 2 chapters dropped, and I'm like, I should have waited. But yeah, I've been good though. It's hard though, because I know they're out there, and like I have to dodge spoilers online too, right? I have to mute some people. Granted, I'll give the Kubera community this, especially my mod, number one mod, Catan. He does put the spoiler thing up where you'd have to click it to see it. So like, yeah. But some people just be posting as soon as it drops, like Glam. Give me a chance, brother. Then he'll tag me, or Bao will tag me. No, and there's panels just flying online, bro. I'm like, why do you hate me? Why do you not want me to succeed in this world? But yeah, games have been cool too. I was talking to my friend. He said cook the fraud. That pause, cook the fraud. My friend was like telling me that he's really not feeling video games right now, and I'm like, bro, I actually think to ebb and flow, even with some of your favorite, most cherished hobbies, is a normal thing, especially as adults as you get older and you have more responsibilities and stuff like that. And he's kind of possibly, potentially getting into a relationship. But I'm like, I think the gaming industry and most industries are in a terrible place. I have to wrap this up after this. Corporate greed is at an all-time high. I think there's a lot of ineptitude that's at an all-time high, where okay, put it this way. Let's say I'm an incredible artist, and someone says, Naya, we want you to draw the character work or art for Devil May Cry. And I know nothing about Devil May Cry, or maybe I don't like Devil May Cry. I would actually turn the project down. Find that a lot of IPs that exist have people who are on it that don't like the thing or want to deconstruct it or add modern sensibilities, and it's like, no one's asking for that. We don't want that. We don't want Justice League Suicide Squad killed the Justice League after 4 really good Arkham Asylum games by Rocksteady. Who the fuck do you guys think you are to stand on the shoulders of giants, of people who have built up this property, this thing, and you just completely shit on it because you think, oh, Batman is a fucking narcissist billionaire white man? And it's like, bro, don't write it then. Take on another project. What's wrong with you guys? So that's there too. Corporate greed, like I said. A lot of firings in general, just people getting fired left, right, and center, whether or not the product they're doing actually was a net positive for them, where they actually got return on investment. Again, I guess some of the political stuff and the discourse. Like, I think everything surrounding gaming sucks, but there are absolutely great games. You just gotta be willing to look. Maybe you're a AAA merchant. Maybe it's time to go double A indie. Maybe you just gotta be willing to look, man. I feel like especially also, the last thing I'll say, every industry now has an easier barrier to entry, not to success, to entry. I can go in FL Studio and be like, look at my wrist, look at my bitch, what, and put a song out. It's easy for everyone to make a song now, but does that mean you should make a song? Does that mean the song is good? No. So, yeah, that's another thing too. Like, anyone can make a game now. Some people do make slop or make AI slop and nonsense. So I think everything surrounding pretty much every industry, from music to TV to comic books, maybe not manga, I'm not sure what's happening in manga or anime, I'm not in Japan, like, suck. But it's easy to circumvent a lot of the suckiness if you go where you're wanted, go where you feel wanted, and put your money where you think it is deserved. yeah, I will give this indie studio of 6 people who took 10 years to make a game my money over fuck ass Nintendo. They're not getting a cent from me. Eat my ass. So yeah. Um, the pause. I look at a spoiler like African leaders. If I'm not part of it, then it's bad. But if I am the one spoiling it, I defend it. The busier I get, the more necessary handheld devices are for me, like the Switch or Steam Deck or an Asus ROG Ally. Yeah, I love having it. Late stage capitalism is turning into AI. It sucks out there. It's so funny too because I remember like, and it's not to say it won't come for like regular trade jobs or whatever. But remember, everyone's like, learn to code, get this job. You won't lose your AI's taking all these jobs, bro. I know people who've lost jobs to AI who are in like the digital app tech bro, whatever you want to call it, sector. I'm not sure what the term is, but like they're computer savvy, and AI is getting in the way of that of their whatever. So yeah. Unnecessary censorship. That's another one too. That's what happens when both your knowledge on politics and comics come from Twitter. You think it's possible for a good Superman game to exist? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I don't know if that undefeated Genesis game is actually a good game, but it looks cool from what I've seen. But I've always thought a Superman game, you don't have to even depower him or anything. But I do think it's possible. I just think it's one of those. I don't think you can half-ass a good Superman game. You have to have a team that really cares about doing it right. I do think for someone like Spider-Man, Batman, or Wolverine or whatever, it's much easier, honestly. Manga always suck. The authors have health issues the whole time. The translators are getting the shaft with MTL shit going official though. You know what's a good point too? A lot of those mangaka are very miserable. Like a lot of their schedules are pretty much draw until I get carpal tunnel, until my hand hurts, take a break, come back as soon as my hand feels better. Like it being a mangaka a lot of the times isn't a super great, crazy, exciting life. To the point, I know if I was one and I had the ability, I would take a lot of breaks. I'd probably have more of a comic book schedule. I'm not doing a Tagashi. That's a little crazy, but like I would definitely take some breaks. Like, all right, guys, I'm gone for like 3 months. But yeah, I'll be honest. If you can have a section in your game with a plane flying and shooting rockets, you can find to get a way to get Superman flying and shooting laser beams. That's supposedly the hard part. I think it's the melding maybe a good story with good character writing with the gameplay that they're having trouble with. But I don't know. I don't think it's that hard, personally. I'm with you. Do you have games with high-speed robots and high-speed ships and shit that are shooting stuff? Just substitute that with Superman to some degree and use heat vision or something. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't think it's impossible. That's just my opinion, though. Oop. Hello? Hello? Scam. People don't want to write Superman because they think it's hard. Let me do it. Thanks for the stream. All right, thank you for coming. Let me do it. I'm so ready to write. Like more often than not, as a writer, as me personally, I want to make my own intellectual properties, my own characters, my own lore, my own universe, my own world building. But if there is one character that already exists that I've always wanted to write because I know I can do it properly, it's Superman. I think the other person I think I can do a lot of justice to, this is just me on a personal level, I think I can do Laura Kinney a lot of good personally, but I could be overestimating my ability with her, but Superman I can definitely do. I can. But anyways, I'm gonna go record. Got a thing to do. I'll let you guys know when it's coming out. But yeah, man, thank you guys for coming through. Just wanted to get something out. I feel like I haven't had a stream where I just talked, just chilled, just talked about some bullshit, everything, all things in a while. I usually am just doing something like Tower of God or One Piece or Kubera or some kind of discussion. If you guys haven't seen my latest discussion, actually, let me chill real quick before I end this. Go watch the videos, bro. I put out a like 4 hour stream with me, Pat, Griever, and Haku talking about One Piece. I'm gonna do better with the One Piece podcast. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do better with that. You know what I'm saying? Una pieza. It's so good to be excited about One Piece again. But yeah, like, yeah, I dropped this. Yeah, Baroque's Works broadcast, Saber of Zebek over here. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go watch that. I thought it was a great discussion. I'm gonna try to make sure I do these more often, especially on breaks. And obviously, you guys know about the video essay channel. You guys tapped in? Superman is mostly good as the last thing I did, plus some Mario Kart stuff. But yeah, I'm about to cook with this channel. I already got like 3 videos in the tuck ready, so yeah, it's about to pop off. I'm very excited. So, anywho's, you just have spoilers on your main page of YouTube. Do I? Do I? Oh, that's crazy. Ah! Oh my god, bro. Chill. I didn't even book that. Yo, chill. You know what it is though? I watched Jay Brago, Laz, and Thing recently, and Griever. So my algorithm probably I have to reset my algorithm. Whoa. Chill. I do not fuck with spoilers. Thank you. The Gintama video is gonna get you to 1 million subscribers. Shit. The joke is, I spoke to Recon recently too. It's gonna happen. All right, y'all be safe. Now I'm signing out. Am I running from Gintama? I'm running. I'm running.